in the Ipswich competition to win 3 grand finals in a row. And Brothers will be out there trying to stop them. Just about set now for the kick-off. The national anthem will be played first, so all people will rise for the playing of the national anthem. There's the anthem all over now, and we're just about set for the kick-off in the 1985 Grand Final, and it's Brothers kicking off to Gatton. But no, there's more music. Waiting for the kick-off now, though, as this music is played. Advance Australia Fair being played at the moment. And now we're just about set for a kick-off in the 1985 Grand Final. And there's the whistle and we're underway. And the ball is going to carry back towards Brian Woolacott, who takes it, has first touch of the ball. Woolacott, he runs up and loses the ball, has he? But it's taken there by Steve Redding. Now it's on to Peter Dwyer working to the quarter line and gets out of the quarter before he's wrapped up and put on the ground. In there to dummy half this time will be Michael Cook waiting for it. On it goes this time to Hawke. Hawke running away now, pulled down, but he turns a pass away. It's taken there by Robinson. Robinson doesn't get very far, however. He's held on to 32 metres out from his own line, forced to play it. In there to dummy half will be Michael Cook this time. Turns it away now for Brian Woolacott to kick. Woolacott puts in the kick that's going down towards Robert Strathy. Strathy takes it now on his own quarter line and starts to run. Redding out after him, pulls him down in a beautiful tackle. In there to dummy half, running away with it this time. Gillum wrapped up, put down. Waiting for the dummy half will be Lewis this time. Lewis sends it away. Sends it away this time to the second rower in O'Sullivan, who's wrapped up and put down 5 metres short of the halfway line. Across field it comes now, and it's with Gamak. Gamak sent it away to Walker. Walker wrapped up, poured into the ground, 12 metres into Brothers territory. In there with a tackle was Ian Woolacott. Now across it goes to Andrews. Andrews going to run, trying to put in a kick, but he couldn't do so. Ian Woolacott wraps him up, puts him on the ground, 20 metres short of the halfway line. Across it comes from Strathy, this time to Rashley. Rashley going to try and put in a kick. It's going to be taken back there by Martin. Martin has it now, and he's wrapped up, put on the ground, 8 metres into Brothers territory. In there to dummy half, waiting for it will be Michael Cook this time. Cook sends it on to Vellacott. Vellacott wrapped up, put on the ground, 10 metres into Brothers territory. And a penalty, lying all over him was Walker that time. And a penalty, the first penalty of the match, comes up to Gatton. And the ball will be handed across to Brian Woolacott. And in turn handed to Ian Woolacott. And Ian Woolacott, the captain of the side, will kick for touch on this, the grandstand side of the field. Woolacott the kick into the corner of Brothers. In fact, he finds touch just out of that quarter line. That's where the tap restart will be taken by Michael Cook. On it goes this time to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer will run into the corner before he's put down there by 3 Brothers defenders. Mulcahy, one of them, and also in there with a tackle was Walker. Now the blind side, it comes to Hawke. Hawke goes through a bit of a tackle, then he throws a pass. It's picked up by Vellacott. Vellacott is wrapped up, but the referee has ruled that the pass has gone forward. Well, I don't really know about that one either, Lyndon.
No, mate, no. I thought it was a fair pass, mate. A lot of pressure on the pass, but a fair pass, I thought.
So the scrum to back down, only about 15 metres out from the Brothers line. That's where this first scrum of the match will take place, and will be fed by Andrews. In it goes from Andrews. This will be a Gatton ball. Lindsay Head has it from the base of the scrum. He starts to run. He's wrapped up, put down 10 metres out. In there to dummy half, Michael Cook this time. Cook sends it away to Martin. Martin running hard. He's pulled down 9 metres out. In there to dummy half again was Michael Cook waiting for it. Cook now has it and sends it on to Duncan Weir. Duncan Weir, he's only about 3 metres out when he's held on to. Cook the dummy half. Cook now runs on his own, held on to Rowe, only a couple metres out from the line, right in front of the posts. Duncan Weir at lock forward there at half-back. Now across it goes from Ian Willicott to Steve Redding, who's been wrapped up, but he gets up, sends a pass away. Now it's with Peter DeWire, Juggle that hangs onto it, sends it away to Lindsay Head, and Lindsay Head wrapped up, put down about 9 metres out from the line. Michael Cook, the dummy half. Across field it comes now for Brian Willicott. A shot at field goal. Up it goes, and it is a goal. 1 point to nil. Brian Willicott with the early points for a field goal. Brian Willicott puts first points on through a field goal. 1-0. First scorer for Gatton, number 1. And we've got the restart coming up now. Brian Andrews to restart play. Here it is, the kickoff now, carrying back towards Kenny Robinson. Back there, it's bouncing though for Duncan Weir to take, and Weir gets just out of the quarterway before he's wrapped up and put on the ground. In there with the tackle that time was Terry Mulcahy. In there to dummy half, Peter DeWire this time sends it on to Robinson. Robinson met there by 3 brothers defenders. They combined to hold on to him. Murdoch was one of them. Now it's been reefed out of his hand. Another penalty comes up. Rashley was the other man in there, and a penalty comes up to Gatton. So Ian Willicott again to come up and kick for touch on this, the grandstand side of the field. And the kick will find touch about 5 metres short of the halfway line. That's where the tap restart will take place. It'll be Michael Cook to take the tap. Cook taps it now, sends it away to Ian Willicott and then to Peter DeWire. DeWire met there just short of the halfway line. In fact, he wrestled his way over the halfway line before he's put the ground. In there to dummy half will be Jeff Martin. This time Martin sends it on to Ian Willicott and then to Lindsay Head. Head runs on his own, but he's claimed there by Rashley and also Walker in with the tackle. They combine to put him down. In there, dummy half this time will be Michael Cook once more. Michael Cook sends it on to Ian Willicott, who's going to kick immediately, and there's no one at home. Robert Strathy running back to try and regain the ball for Brothers. Pouring through is Steve Redding. Strathy still after it, but the ball will run dead. So Brothers will come out to the quarterway now with a tap restart. 5 minutes gone in the match, and Gatton with a lead of 1 point to nil. Brothers will have it. And it'll be Lewis to take the tap. There it is. Taps it now. Sends it on to Murdoch. Murdoch running out of the quarterway before he's met there. In underneath with a tackle, Duncan Weir, and over the top was Jeff Martin. Now running the blind side on his own and gaining a bit of ground. Lewis wrapped up 10 metres short of the halfway line. And lost the ball, has he? Or an injured player? And Martin ended up with the ball, so I'd say a scrum.
I'd say definitely scrum. It's the top tackle by Nobby Martin. Made a real good driving tackle. He's hurt this man. That's the name of the game. We've got to play them in their half the first 20 minutes.
So the injured player on the field receiving attention. I think it's Lewis, the hooker for Brothers, receiving attention at the moment. Now about to get up onto his feet to play this ball. In fact, I don't know if he can. He's slowly getting to his feet, and now the referee blows time on, and it's Lewis to play the ball to Murdoch. Murdoch sends it away this time, and now it's with Rashley. He's wrapped up, put on the ground, still about 13 metres short of the halfway line. In there to dummy half will be O'Sullivan this time. O'Sullivan sends it away to Brian Andrews, and then it goes to Walker. Walker starts the run. He's still pulled down about 10 metres short of that halfway line. Across field it comes now from Andrews. Andrews gave it on to Kenny Gamek. Gamek met and put into the ground there in a good tackle, and it was Jeff Martin to drive him into the ground. Now Andrews has it. He's going to kick for touch, kicking towards Terry Cook's wing, and Terry Cook takes it nicely, starts to go, gets out of the first tackle, turns it away for Peter DeWire. DeWire runs up to the halfway line before he's wrapped up. In with the tackle that time, Mulcahy and Walker. Now across it goes to Lindsay Head, and then it goes to Martin, who's knocked it on just about right on the halfway line, and we'll have a scrum packing down. Scrum to pack just about right on the halfway line. 1-0 the score in favour of Gatton. And we've got about 8 minutes gone in the match. Waiting for this scrum to be fed now. In it goes. It'll be another Gatton ball. Lindsay Head has, and the referee says play on. Brian Woolacott up to dummy half. Woolacott sends it away this time to Terry Cook in off the wing, but he's lost the ball. Walker has it for Brothers. Walker wrapped up and put on the ground about 3 metres short of the halfway line. Across field it comes this time for Murdoch. Murdoch met there by Ian Woolacott and Jeff Martin and Duncan Weir. They combine to put him down. In there to dummy half from Lewis. It goes this time to Terry Mulcahy. Rather was O'Sullivan. Then it went back to Lewis, and Lewis is going to be wrapped up right on the halfway line. Murdoch will be the dummy half. Andrews waiting for it though. Murdoch sends it away to Andrews now. Andrews starts to go. He's pulled down. In there with a tackle this time, Lindsay Head. They're just into Gatton territory. Across field it comes from Lewis to Gamak. Gamak gave it away to Walker, and Walker gave it out wide to Biggs. Biggs put down by Hawke this time. A couple metres into Gatton territory. Across field it comes now for Neil Rashley, and Rashley going to kick, kicking towards Terry Cook's wing. And Cook takes it nicely and starts to go. This time he holds onto the ball, and he's put down about 30 metres out from his own line. Peter Dwyer at dummy half, sends it on this time to Brian Woolacott. Woolacott going to be wrapped up, put down 32 metres out from his own line. In underneath with the tackle was Rashley, and over the top came Murdoch. Across field it comes now from Lindsay Head. It goes to Ian Woolacott. Woolacott sandwiched up there by three Brothers defenders. Walker, also in the tackle Andrews and Gillum this time. Now it's with Peter Dwyer. Pushes out a one tackle, wrapped up. Lost the ball, but the referee says knock back, and Kenny Robinson gets up with the ball. Michael Cook at dummy half, sends it on to Lindsay Head. He's going to run on his own head. Met there and put down by the Brothers defence, 5 metres short of the halfway line. Final tackle's on its way. In there at dummy half was Michael Cook. He sent it to Brian Woolacott. Woolacott putting in a kick right down the centre of the field. Going back there for it will be Russell, but he hands it away now to Robert Strath. He gets out of the first tackle. He's caught now though and put on the ground about 25 metres out from his own line. Plays the ball, but a penalty. Penalty coming up to Brothers. And they will kick for touch, more than likely on the far side of the field. Brian Andrews with the ball at the moment. Andrews it'll be to kick for touch. Here's this kick now. It'll find touch just about right on the halfway line. That's where the tap restart will take place. And it'll be Brian Andrews with the ball at the moment, and he'll take the tap. Andrews taps it now, sends it on to Lewis, and then back to Andrews, and he gave it to Murdoch. Murdoch poured into the ground, just into Gatton territory. In with the tackle again was Martin. Now from Lewis, it comes away to Andrews, and Andrews gave it on to Walker. Walker just about through, but pulled down, and in underneath with the tackle again was Martin. Now running with it this time is Lewis. Lewis looking to unload, couldn't do so, but it goes into the hands of Kenny Robinson. Robinson pulled down 5 metres short of the halfway line for Gatton. In with the tackle was Rashley. Now it's Duncan Weir, the lock forward, having a run. He's pulled down 3 or 4 metres into Brothers territory. Waiting for it a dummy half will be Peter Dwyer. On it goes to Ashley Hawke. Hawke into the defence. He's wrapped up, put down 10 metres into Brothers territory this time. In with the tackle was Walker and also O'Sullivan. Across it comes from Lindsay Head, this time to Ian Woolacott. Woolacott loses the ball, and it'll be a Brothers ball. Brothers with the ball through their lock forward in Rashley. Now it's been played, and it goes to Lewis. Lewis wrapped up, put down. In there at dummy half across from O'Sullivan. This time it goes to Mulcahy. Mulcahy met and put down. Still about 3 or 4 metres short of the halfway line. In with the tackle was Peter Dwyer and also Kenny Robinson. Across it comes from Rodney Biggs to Brian Andrews to Al Murdoch. Murdoch still can't get over that halfway line as Ashley Hawke and Duncan Weir combined to put Murdoch down. Now across field it comes from Durston. He sends it across now to Gamak, and Gamak gave it on to Robert Strathy. Strathy pulled down just about on the halfway line. This is the final tackle on its way. And across field from Durston it goes to Andrews, kicking towards Terry Cook's wing once more, and Cook takes it again and starts to run. Held on to though by Russell, gets out of that tackle, starts to go again, but met there now and put on the ground by Walker. Across it goes for Peter Dwyer this time. Dwyer put down 12 metres short of the halfway line. Now Michael Cook, then it goes to Lindsay Head and Ian Woolacott to Steve Redding. Redding held on to, put on the ground. Midway quarter and half, his own side of the field. Redding will get up and play the ball. Ian Woolacott to Brian Woolacott, and he's going to kick. Woolacott puts in the kick that's going back towards Strathy. It's over Strathy's head, running for touch. Running back there also is Russell, still rolling. Strathy has it now and starts to go. On his own line he is met there by Terry Cook, and he puts him down in a beautiful tackle. Pulled down only about 10 metres out from his own line. Now it's with Russell. Russell held onto there and slung into touch by Terry Cook. And a penalty though. He's dragged him into touch. And a penalty comes up. Well, I don't know if I agree with that one either, Lyndon.
No, mate, the only decision I could come to is that the referee must have call held, and obviously Ken didn't hear him.
So the kick to be taken this time by Brian Andrews. Andrews will kick for touch on the far side of the field. And finds touch about 13 metres short of the halfway line. That's where the tap restart will take place. Andrews to take it, gives it on to Lewis. Lewis gives it back to Andrews, and then it goes to Murdoch, and Murdoch put on the ground, still about 13 metres short of the halfway line. In with the tackle was Michael Cook. Across field it goes now for Andrews again, and then to Rashley. Rashley caught and put down, still about 12 metres short of that halfway line. Jeff Martin in underneath, and over the top was Ian Woolacott. Now across it comes from Rodney Biggs, this time to Andrews. Andrews sent it out to Mulcahy, juggles it, holds onto it, and it's picked up though by Peter Dwyer after he lost it again, and Peter Dwyer pulled down 25 metres out from the brothers' line. Michael Cook has a run on his own. He goes straight up the middle. Cook looking to unload. Gave it away to a brother's player. Gamek could have had it.
He's obviously called for it.
Gamek has it. Now across field it goes to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan wrapped up, put down, just short of the quarterway. Across field it comes now, and it's with Walker. Walker to the quarter line before he's wrapped up and put down. In underneath again was Martin, and over the top this time was Peter Dwyer. Across field it goes for Andrews, and then it goes on this time. And just about through a bit of a gap there, but he's lost the ball as Lewis. Picked up by Lindsay Head. Referee says play on. Midway, quarter and halfway, the brothers' side of the field. That's where Lindsay Head gets up and plays it to Robinson. Then it goes on to Steve Redding. Redding pulled down. He's 32 metres out from the brothers' line. In there to dummy half, Noel Davis. Davis going to have a run on his own. Right on the quarter line, he's put on the ground. Into dummy half, Michael Cook this time. Runs on his own, he's just about through them. Looking to the right, pop it up for Lindsay Head. Head pulled down 5 metres out. Ian Woolacott at dummy half. Woolacott sends it away to Peter Dwyer towards the line. Dwyer pulled down about 8 metres out. This is the final tackle on its way. Brian Woolacott with another shot of field goal, but this one is a shocking attempt and it goes dead. So brother will come out to the quarterway for a tap.
Yes, mate, a lot of pressure on brothers there. Final pass is going astray. Bad luck. But we're playing the right game. We're playing their half. That's the thing that counts.
And here's the restart now for brothers through their half-back in Brian Andrews. He'll take the tap. Andrews taps it now, sends it on to Al Murdoch. Murdoch met there and put on the ground. In underneath with the tackle was Michael Cook, and over the top Duncan Weir. Across field it goes for Terry Mulcahy. Mulcahy met there and put on the ground this time by Duncan Weir and Peter Dwyer. Into dummy half is Mitchell Lewis waiting for it. Lewis sends it across this time. Sends it on to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with a long bad pass that's taken there by Robert Strathy. And Strathy met and dumped into the ground by Lindsay Head and also Steve Redding. In there to dummy half waiting for it this time will be Russell. Sends it across to Andrews, who's going to kick, and kick he does down towards Terry Cook's wing, and Cook takes it again nicely and starts to run. Runs away from his winger, gets into Brothers' territory again before he's wrapped up and put on the ground. Brian Woolacott will be the dummy half. Woolacott sends it on to Martin, who's done a ton of work early, Martin. He's going to be wrapped up about 8 metres into Brothers' territory. Called upon a player, Murdoch the tackler. Across it goes to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer up the middle. Held on to, put down midway, quarter and halfway on the Brothers' side of the field. Michael Cook, the dummy half, sends it across field to Lindsay Head and then to Ian Woolacott to Steve Redding. Redding gave it away to Noel Davis, but nowhere to go. Davis sandwiched up 8 metres into Brothers' territory. Gets up to play the ball. Duncan Weir. Weir pulled down 10 metres into Brothers' territory. This is the final tackle on its way. In there to dummy half, Bellicott sends it away to Lindsay Head, who's going to kick. It's been charged down by Brothers, 6 to go. And Steve Redding has it and starts to run. Steve Redding pulled down midway, quarter and halfway, the Brothers side of the field again. Noel Davis at dummy half this time. Sends it on to Michael Cook, who's going to run up the middle looking for support. Couldn't get it away. Pulled down just short of the quarter line. Lindsay Head sends it on to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer stepping through them. Pulled down inside the quarter, only 18 metres out for the line. Robinson at dummy half. On it goes to Lindsay Head. Then it goes to Ian Woolacott. Back to Head to Steve Redding. Redding tackled just about right on the quarter line. Ian Woolacott, the dummy half this time. Woolacott sends it on to Lindsay Head, and Lindsay Head throws a pass this time for Noel Davis. He's knocked it on. Will be a Brothers ball. Brothers come up with it. Through Kenny Gamek. Now it's with Durston. Durston wrapped up by Duncan Weir over the top. And in underneath with a tackle this time was Noel Davis. Now from Lewis it goes to Andrews. Andrews to Robert Strathy. And he's hit hard in a tackle from Hawke. Puts him on the ground. In there a dummy half, Lewis. On it goes to Andrews. Andrews gave it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan pulled down 15 metres short of the halfway line. Mitchell Lewis at dummy half. Sends it away to Andrews. Andrews just about out of the tackle, but put down 10 metres short of the halfway line. Final tackle's on its way. Durston sends it for Gamek. Gamek going to kick. Terry Cook back there again, and Terry Cook, will he take it? Yes, he has, and he's caught and put down. Put down about 18 metres out from his own line. Steve Redding at dummy half. Redding has it now. Doesn't get very far before he's met and put on the ground, just about to the quarter line. Duncan Weir down for Gatton at the moment. Ian Willacott runs from dummy half on his own, gains a few metres, gets out of the quarter before he's put down there. Put down a tackle from Walker. Now it's with Brian Willacott, and here's the kick from Willacott, going over Strathy's head again. Strathy, though, runs back and takes it nicely. Starts the run out of his quarterway to be met there and put on the ground, and a good tackle this time from Terry Cook. Russell is the dummy half, 20 metres short of the halfway line. Russell has a run on his own. He's wrapped up, put down, 12 metres short of the halfway line this time by Peter Dwyer. Across field it comes now for Al Murdoch. Murdoch to run up the middle, but he's met there and put down by Kenny Robinson. 9 metres short of the halfway line they are. Across field it comes to Ken Gamek. Gamek gave it away to O'Sullivan in a bit of a gap, and then he gave it to Biggs, who's knocked it on. Brian Willacott picks it up for Gatton, starts to go. Pull down 8 metres short of the halfway line, and Duncan Weir with a cutaway. He's got a bandage on there now. Now it's with Noel Davis. Davis working it to within 3 metres of the halfway line before he's pulled down by Gamek. And in underneath of the tackle that time was Walker. Michael Cook runs in his own to be met by Gamek. Right on the halfway line, Cook will play the ball. 20 minutes gone in the match, and it's 1-0 to Gatton. Across field it goes for Ian Willacott, and he's going to kick, and there's no one home. This could be a good kick. No, it's out on the full. Out on the full, so the scrum will come back to just into Gatton territory for the scrum.
Yes, mate, Gatton are piling a lot of pressure upon Brothers. They're kicking well. Unfortunately, that kick did get out in the full. It would have been a great thing if it would have went out with our feed of the scrum. Would have been nice.
So we've got Andrews to feed this scrum. In it goes. This will be Brothers' ball out, and across it goes to Robert Strathy. Strathy met there by Lindsay Head, and also in there with the tackle was Brian Willacott. They combine to put him down midway, quarter and halfway, the Gatton side of the field. Across field it comes now for Andrews, and Andrews gave it on to Rashley. Rashley wrapped up, put down by Duncan Weir. Still midway, quarter and halfway on the Gatton side of the field. Across it goes now to O'Sullivan, and then it goes on to Walker. Walker met there in a good tackle and driven into the ground by Ian Willacott. Lewis, the dummy half, sends it on to Andrews. Andrews to Gamek. Gamek looking to give it away. He does so now. Gives it to Gilliman. He's wrapped up, put on the ground hard. Now from Gamek it goes to Steve Durston off the wing. Durston looking for his wing partner in Russell, but Russell has it now, but he's met there by Terry Cook. Called upon to play it. Final tackle's on its way. Across field it goes to Andrews. Andrews going to put up a bomb. Going across for Brian Willacott there. Brothers pouring through on it. It's been knocked on, I'd say, by Brothers. And Gatton will come up with the ball. Noel Davis with it. Now it's with Vellacott to work one out. Vellacott pulled down about 7 metres out from his own line. Injured player for Brothers on the ground at the moment. Across field it goes to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer sends it down to Duncan Weir. It's loose on the ground. Kick through. Durston out after it, but it's saved. Peter Dwyer saves it, but it looked like it could have been a try.
He definitely made a very bad mistake there. Thank God that Big Fumby Dwyer was there to clean the mess up. That was shocking. We just relaxed. There's no doubt about that. We've got to keep that pressure on them. We've got to keep putting them in the ground. And just for the final couple of minutes there, we're just not quite doing that as we should.
Keep talking.
It's a goal line drop out. Brian Willacott to take the drop out. It's gone up just on the halfway mark there.
And it's Brothers with the ball now. Midway, quarter and halfway, the Gatton side of the field. Away it goes to Walker. Walker going to be met by Duncan Weir and put on the ground. He's only about 25 metres out from the Gatton line. Lewis, the dummy half, runs on his own. Met there by Ian Willacott and Duncan Weir. They combine to put him down. Just into the quarter now. In there, dummy half, Walker sends it to Andrews, to Gamek. Gamek gave it away this time for Gilliman. Gilliman gave it to Rodney Biggs. Biggs out of the tackle, still going. Met there by Michael Cook now, though. Held on to only about 12 metres out from the line. Across field it goes now for Andrews. Andrews turns it back inside. It's loose on the ground, knocked on, and we've got a scrum packing down. And it looks like Duncan Weir might leave the field. Dave Taylor on the sideline warming up for Gatton. Waiting for this scrum to pack now to be fed by Lindsay Head. In it goes. It's a Gatton ball, I'd say, on the far side of the field. Lindsay Head has it now. Brian Woolacott, a dummy half to have a run. Runs it out towards the quarterway. He's just about through. He gets over the quarterway with a good run before he's put down. In there to dummy half will be Steve Redding this time. Redding sends it on now to Ian Woolacott. Back to Redding. Then he turns it to Terry Cook. Couldn't handle it. Picks it up now. Does he? Yes. And the referee will play a knock on. Scrum to pack for that knock on. Waiting for this scrum to pack. Scrum to be fed by Andrews for Brothers. 1-0 still the score in favour of Gatton. In it goes from Andrews and he takes it out. The referee not happy with it. Wants it in again. Fed by Andrews again. He has it. He sends it to Strathy. The blind side with a bit of room to move, but he's closed on. Wrapped up, put down 25 metres out. In with the tackle would have been Brian Woolacott. Now Durston at dummy half. He has a run on his own. Held on to and dumped into the ground by Hawke this time. Into dummy half, waiting for it will be Andrews. And the referee will give a penalty to... A penalty to who? Give a penalty to Gatton, I think. Yes, he's calling out the wing three-quarter in Durston.
Yeah, the referee's definitely right. The penalty should go to Brothers, no doubt about that. The punch was thrown by Durston. Henry did retaliate, but he's doing the right thing. It's a good decision.
And the penalty goes to Gatton. And it finds touch 32 metres out from the Gatton line. That's where the tap restart will take place. Taps it there now. Now it goes on to Hawke. Hawke bumps out of one tackle. Held on to about 8 metres short of the halfway line. Michael Cook at dummy half. On it goes to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer charging at that line. He's pulled down right on the halfway line. Duncan Weir leaving the field. Across field it goes now for Ian Woolacott to kick. There he goes again. This one right down the field. This could be a great kick. This it'll be a champion kick. And it'll a fine touch, only about 5 metres short of the line.
It's a top kick, mate. A real good kick. It's a kick that we surely need to relieve the pressure. This is the place to play him.
Yes, and Russell and Strathy haven't been home at all a lot so far. And Woolacott spotting it, putting it deep down. Here's the scrum to be fed by Andrews, and it'll be an Andrews ball out, I'd say. Brothers have it. In there to dummy half will be Walker waiting for it this time. Walker starts the run now. Held on to by Dave Taylor, and Taylor puts him down. Taylor on there to replace the injured Duncan Weir. Across field it goes now for Neil Rashley. Rashley put down by Michael Cook, and a good tackle. Across field from Lewis it goes to Gamak. Gamak gave it on this time. Out to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan wrapped up and put down, still inside his own quarterway. In there to dummy half, waiting for it will be Al Murdoch this time. Murdoch sends it away for Gamak. Gamak met by Ian Woolacott, and Woolacott wraps him up. Puts him on the ground, and over the top this time was Jeff Martin. Final tackle's on its way. In there to dummy half is Lewis. Lewis sends it away for Brian Andrews to kick it. He's kicking towards Terry Cook's wing. Terry Cook lets it bounce, and this could find touch. It's a good kick. Finds touch this one. Midway quarter and halfway, the Gatton side of the field.
Yes, mate, Terry's a top fullback. Played fullback before. He should have taken that one on the full. The wind against him, but he should have taken it.
Here's the scrum to pack down. This will be a Brothers ball. Away it goes to Andrews. Andrews pull down. 32 metres out from the Gatton line. Across field will come this time. It goes to Walker. Walker met there by Dave Taylor and slung to ground. Still about 32 metres out from the line. In there to dummy half. Rashley sends it across to Gamak, and then it goes on to Robert Strathy. Strathy held on to, put down 25 metres out. Rashley the dummy half. And a penalty. Penalty coming up. I think a little bit of gamesmanship from Strathy on that occasion.
Yeah, no doubt about that, mate. That's how Vitros has read the game, and we have to accept his decision. Unfortunately, you are right. It's certainly a gamesmanship by Strathy.
So we've got a penalty coming up. We've got about 13 minutes left in the first half of the match. And Brothers with a chance to go to the lead. 1-0 the score at the moment. Fairly simple one. It's just to the right-hand side of the uprights. In he comes now, hits it. And it's no goal. No goal. So the score remains at 1-0 in favour of Gatton. So we've got a dropout coming up now from the quarter line. And to drop it out will be Brian Woolacott. Woolacott to take the dropout. Here it is now. Down it goes towards Gillum. Gillum sends it away now for Russell. Russell starts the run, gets out of one tackle. Now he's met, held on to, put down right on the halfway line. Across field from Walker to Rashley. Rashley will run into Gatton territory before he's met there and put down by Martin underneath. Over the top, Dave Taylor and Michael Cook. Now across field it comes now from Andrews to Murdoch. Murdoch doesn't get very far before he's put down by Lindsay Head. Into dummy half is Lewis. Lewis sends it away now to Andrews again and then to Walker. Walker sent it away to Robert Strathy. Strathy met there, but he gets out of that tackle. Now he's put down 8 metres into Gatton territory. Across from Biggs this time, it goes to Andrews, then to Gamak, and then it goes on to Mulcahy, and Mulcahy pulled down about 7 metres into Gatton territory. Final tackle's on its way. In there to dummy half, Lewis sends it away to Andrews, the blind side, little chip through, he's following it after it, it'll be dived on though I think by Steve Redding. The referee says play on, Redding has it. About 28 metres out from his own line. Peter Dwyer sends it on now to Terry Cook. Cook loses the ball. Be picked up there by Brothers, Gamak has it, Gamak pulled down. Across field it goes to Walker. Walker starts the run straight ahead, he's pulled down now. Pulled down 25 metres out. Across from Lewis it goes to Andrews, then to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan met by Dave Taylor, but he popped it up for Andrews who couldn't handle it. It'll be a Gatton ball, will it? Knocked back, says the referee. Noel Davis has it. 12 metres out from his own line. Brian Woolacott, the dummy half. Woolacott has a run on his own. Wrapped up, put down. Plays it forward, starts to go again and gains about 10 metres before he's wrapped up again, this time by Walker. Michael Cook. On it goes this time to Lindsay Head, to Ashley Hawke. Hawke's gone through them. In the clear, Hawke comes up to the halfway line, looking for the port. Turn it for Steve Redding. Redding heading for the line. Can they catch him? He'll score on the post. Brilliant try. Ashley Hawke sets it up and Redding into the post to score a wonderful try.
Fantastic try, mate. Great bust by Big Henry Hawks. The thing we've been waiting for him to do all day. It's a great thing we've been waiting to see him to do all day, and he certainly did it. From me to line, he's outside. He looked inside, and there was Steve Redding. Playing exactly the game as centre should play. Great try, Steve Redding, brilliantly set up by Henry Hawke.
Yeah, super pass from Hawke and Steve Redding had the pace to go in under the post. Durston out after him, but he couldn't catch him, and that's 5 points to nil and an easy kick to come. Now Brian Woolacott about to come back onto his mark to have this shot at goal. Right in front. Super try, that one. Woolacott back onto his mark to come in to try and convert the try. And he comes, hits it, and it's over. 7-0. Gatton go to the lead. 7 points to nil. And we've got about 8 minutes left in the first half of the match. Brian Andrews to restart play. Tremendous crowd here this afternoon to watch this 85 grand final as Brian Andrews restarts play, and back it goes towards Ian Woolacott. Takes it beautifully, Woolacott, and starts to run it up. Runs it up towards the quarterway, out of the first tackle and the second, looking to unload, couldn't get her away. Pulled down 25 metres out from his own line. Michael Cook at dummy half, sends it away to Dave Taylor. Taylor pulled down, midway corner and halfway, his own side of the field. He'll get up and play the ball. Michael Cook runs on his own and finds a bit of a gap. He's in the clear. Turns it away for Peter Lawyer. Lawyer starts to run. Still going across field now. Held on to right on the quarter line, but Gatton pouring it on. Across field it comes now to Lindsay Head, and then it goes to Noel Davis, and then to Ian Woolacott, and to Steve Redding. Redding to Woolacott. Woolacott comes back inside. Durston has him. Pulls him down 15 metres out. Across it goes to Ian Woolacott, to Ashley Hawke. Hawke straight ahead, pulled down. 10 metres out from the line. Final tackle's on its way. Across field it goes for Brian Woolacott. Another shot at goal. Over it goes, I'd say yes. 8-0. Woolacott with another field goal.
Mate, top thinking by Brian Woolacott. Sees the opportunity, appoints a point in the grand final, and that's it. Great football by the Hawks. They're pouring the pressure on now. Brothers seem to be weakening it up the middle, mate, and I think that's certainly the place to be wearing them down.
And we've got this restart to come up from Brian Andrews again for Brothers, as the Brothers player injured on the ground at the moment. Can't quite pick up who it is, right down near the sticks. Brian Andrews to restart play. Just about 6 minutes left in the first half. Here's the referee to blow time on again. Here it is, Andrews kicking down this time towards who? Jeff Martin coming across, and he'll be the man who'll take it. Martin has it now and starts to run. Done a ton of tackling so far, Martin, and he runs out of the quarterway before he's put down. Michael Cook at dummy half. Who's he going to give it to this time? Kenny Robinson. Robinson up the middle, turns it away beautifully for Cook again. And Cook put down 32 metres out from his own line. Dave Taylor to Lindsay Head. On it goes to Noel Davis. Davis met there. Pull down. Pulled down by Rodney Biggs. Cook the dummy half. Sends it away for Brian Woolacott to kick, and Woolacott does just that. Over the top of the winger's head, and it's a fantastic kick from Brian Woolacott.
Right, they've got their kicking game together now. This is the way to go. We're moving forward, and there's no doubt about that, through the brilliant boot of Brian Woolacott.
And this kick finds touch just short of the quarterway. Here's the scrum to pack down. In it goes from Andrews. It could be a Brothers ball. It is. Diving on the ball there, Brothers. Through their lock forward in Rashley. He has it. Andrews the dummy half. On it goes to Robert Strathy. Strathy poured into the ground though by Lindsay Head, and over the top to help him came Dave Taylor. Rashley will be the dummy half. Rashley sends it away to Brian Andrews. Andrews to Al Murdoch, and Murdoch met by Woolacott. And also in the tackle was Kenny Robinson this time. In there to dummy half was Lewis. He sends it across to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan sends a pass now that's gone out wide, and here's a bit of a go for Gillum. Out it goes to Durston. Martin coming across. Durston going to kick. Following it after Terry Cook coming across. Cook's going to take it. Cook has it now and starts to run. Gets away from the first tackle. Met now. Put on the ground, Terry Cook. 15 metres out from his own line. Michael Cook, the dummy half. He runs on his own, Cook. Runs just about to the quarter, pumps it back for Peter Dwyer. Dwyer pulled down, 30 metres out from his own line. Brian Woolacott a dummy half, on it goes to Lindsay Head, to Ashley Hawke. Hawke turns a beautiful pass to Dave Taylor, and Taylor put down midway corner and halfway his own side of the field. Across field for Lindsay Head this time, and Head's going to have a kick. Across it goes, it's another beauty. Lindsay Head finds touch, midway corner and halfway the brother side of the field.
As I said, the kicking game's working now. Lindsay Head taking the lead from Brian Woolacott. A brilliant kick crossfield. Lindsay Head, I'm sorry to say, it was a brilliant kick, no doubt about that. Puts Brothers back and puts the pressure back on Brothers again. That's how we'd like to play the game.
And this scrum to be fed by Brian Andrews for Brothers. In it goes. This will be another Brothers ball. Andrews has it now. Sends it on to Robert Strathy. Strathy met there immediately by Brian Woolacott and slung to ground. 32 metres out from his own line. Gamek at dummy half. Gamek's going to have a run. Met there. Pulled down 10 metres short of the halfway line. In there, a dummy half is Lewis waiting for it. Lewis sends it away to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan to Walker. Walker held on to, put down 8 metres short of the halfway line by Dave Taylor and Jeff Martin. Across from O'Sullivan, it comes this time to Neil Rashley. Rashley put down a beautiful tackle from Ian Woolacott. Put down 5 metres short of the halfway line. Gillum, the dummy half. Gillum sends it away to Brian Andrews. No one to give it to. Andrews has to run on his own. He's put down 7 metres short of the halfway line. Final tackle's on its way. Across it goes now. Gillum putting in a kick that goes back towards Steve Redding, who takes it nicely. Redding starts to run, gets up towards Biggs. Biggs pulls him down. Now it's with Michael Cook running right across field, looking to link up. Does so now, gives it to Terry Cook. Back to Michael Cook. Still going, looking for support. Go for the Lindsay Head. Head pulled down right on the quarter line. Brilliant football again. Cook, the dummy half. Across it goes for Peter Dwyer. Then a long bad pass that Ian Woolacott goes back and takes. And gets out of the tackle. Runs to the quarter line before he's pulled down. Lindsay Head, the dummy half. Head sends it on now to Hawk. Hawk looking to unload. Couldn't do so this time. Pulled down 20 metres out from the line. Kenny Robinson at dummy half. Robinson, no one to give it to, so he puts it in the air. And it's not a bad kick either. Running across is Strathy. It's bouncing for who? Into touch. Touch in goal, in fact, so we'll come back out to the quarter line for a dropout. 2 minutes left in the first half of the match. Gatton with a lead of 8 points to 0.
Yes, mate, this half's been all Gatton. I'd say this first half certainly over, I would think. It's been all Gattons. They've played the better. They've deserved the try. It is a pity they haven't scored more tries. But they're 8-0 with the lead. A minute to go before half-time, and they deserve that lead thoroughly. They're getting on top, brothers, no doubt about it.
Here's the tap restart now to Al Murdoch. Murdoch met by Ian Woolacott, put on the ground, and also in there with a tackle was Dave Taylor. Lewis, the dummy half. Lewis sends it away this time to Andrews. Andrews to Mulcahy. Mulcahy wrapped up, put down 32 metres out from his own line. Mitchell Lewis again at dummy half to Andrews. Andrews gave it away this time to Walker. Walker across field, throws the pass this time for Rodney Biggs. Biggs gave it out to Russell. Russell with a bit of room to move. Gets away from Cook, but Martin's across there, and Martin takes him nicely. 5 metres into Gatton territory, just about on half-time. He gets up to play the ball from Biggs. It goes across field from Gillum then. Then it goes to Rashley. Rashley met there by Robinson. Poured into the ground, also in underneath Steve Redding. Andrews, the dummy half. Sends it away this time for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan looks to find a bit of a gap, but he's put down. This is the final tackle on its way. Who did they go in any tick of the clock? There it is now, in fact. As the ball goes to Gammaghan, up in the air it goes. Terry Cook waiting for it. Up he goes. Loses it. Brothers pick it up. Now it's loose on the ground. Lindsay Head has it. Knock on to be played, and that should be half-time. It is. And the half-time score, 8 points to 0 in favour of Gatton. A try to Steve Redding under the post. A penalty, the conversion to Brian Woolacott, and 2 field goals to Brian Woolacott, making the score 8 points to 0 at half-time. Brothers side on the field now. Doesn't look to be any changes to the Brothers side. There will be one change to the Gatton side when they come out. Gordon Buzzer will be on the field. He'll be replacing Dave Taylor. Here come the Gatton side now, led out by Ian Woolacott. 40 minutes of football left in the 1985 season. Gatton with the lead of 8 points to 0. And it'll be Gatton kicking off in this, the second half of the match. Gordon Buzzer wearing number 16 jersey, the only replacement to either side. He's replaced Dave Taylor in the Gatton lineup. And Brian Woolacott it'll be to restart play. Is it 40 minutes away from history? What do you think, Lyndon?
I think history will be created, mate, today. 3 in a row, mate.
Here's the kick-off now, and it goes to Robert Strathy, and Strathy takes it up to the quarter line before he's met there and put on the ground. In underneath with a tackle would have been Ian Vellicott. Now away it goes to O'Sullivan, is it? O'Sullivan or Durston? It's Durston, it is, pulled down 30 metres out from his own line. Across field to Walker. Walker gives it away to Rashley, in a bit of a gap. Rashley still going. Looks to unload, sends a loose old pass away, but it's taken there, taken nicely by Russell. And Russell held on to just about on the halfway line. Across field it goes for Andrews. Andrews to Mulcahy. Mulcahy met by Hawk and plowed into the ground. And he's slow to get up to Mulcahy. That hurt him. Across field it goes to Andrews. O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with a long pass. It's taken nicely by Russell. But Martin's there and Martin pulls him down beautifully. Final tackle on its way. Across field it goes now for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan puts it in the air. Pouring through out after it, brothers. It's bounced for... who to take? Gatton, I think, will come away with it. Yes. Peter DeLire. 6 to go, says the referee. Ian Willacott works it out. He's put down just short of the quarter away. In there at dummy half is Lindsay Head. He has a run on his own head. Pulled down about 25 metres out from his own line. In there to dummy half, Michael Cook. On it goes to Gordon Buzzer. First touch of the ball for Buzzer. He's pulled down. Pulled down by Walker. Peter Dwyer, the dummy half. On it goes to Robinson, the blind side. Robinson looking to unload. Sends it away to Martin. And Martin, who's been everywhere in the first half of the match, is put down on the halfway line. Vellacott. Lindsay Head. Brian Willacott going to kick immediately and it'll find touch. Good kick. Willacott with another good kick, finds touch 32 metres out from the brothers' line. That's where this scrum will pack down. Here's the scrum to be fed by Andrews. In it goes. It was out Gatton's way, but now Andrews has it. It goes on to Strathy. Strathy met by Buzzer and put down. Into dummy half goes Brian Andrews this time. Andrews sends it on to Walker. Walker has it now and starts the run, but he doesn't get very far before Martin claims him. Midway, quarter and halfway, his own side of the field, it goes to Murdoch. Murdoch looking to unload, couldn't do so, he's put down. In there to dummy half goes Lewis this time. Lewis met, put down 9 metres short of the halfway line. Across it comes this time for Brian Andrews and then to O'Sullivan, and O'Sullivan turns it inside for Mulcahy, and Mulcahy pulled down by Peter Dwyer, put down 9 metres short of the halfway line. Final tackle's on its way, so Gamek going to kick, kicking towards Terry Cook's wing, and it's out on the full. So it comes back this to about 10 metres the brothers' side of the halfway line for the scrum to pack down. Scrum to pack. And Rashley is leaving the field for brothers. Rashley leaving the field. And Patrick O'Doherty on in number 18 jersey. Here's the scrum fed by Lindsay Head. He had it, but now he's knocked it on. So another scrum to be packed, and this time Andrews will have the feed. So a mistake from Lindsay Head on that occasion. Andrews feeds it now and gives it to Strathy, the blind side. Robert Strathy just about to the halfway line before he's put on the ground. In there to dummy half, Durston. Durston sends it across field to Andrews. Andrews to O'Doherty. O'Doherty gets out of the first tackle. Now he's pulled down nicely by Michael Cook. Right on the halfway line. Across field it goes for O'Sullivan, and then it goes to Mulcahy. Mulcahy put down in a good tackle from Jeff Martin. He's 5 metres into Gatton territory. Lewis, the dummy half, sends it away now to Andrews. Andrews looking to turn it inside for Gamek. Gamek's charging onto it. Pulled down 32 metres out from the Gatton line. Cross to Andrews. Andrews with a long pass this time. Now it's been knocked on by Durston. It's picked up there by Terry Cook. And Cook put down. Into dummy half, Noel Davis. Runs on his own, Davis. Gains a few metres before he's slung to ground about 7 metres short of the halfway line. Now it's with Michael Cook. Cook running towards the halfway line before he's held on to. Held on to by Walker this time. Into dummy half is Peter Dwyer. Across field it goes to Lindsay Head, and then it goes on to Gordon Buzzer. Buzzer upended, put down 2 metres short of the halfway line. Now Michael Cook sees a bit of a gap, starts to go, sends a terrible pass that Peter Dwyer gets back on it. Final tackle's on its way. Robinson at dummy half. Robinson sends it away now for Brian Willacott to have a kick and will find touch. Finds touch about 13 metres into brothers territory, so that's where we've got a scrum packing down. Here's the scrum to be fed by Andrews. In it goes. Andrews has it out, but the referee says he wants it in again. In it goes. This is the brothers' ball, and Strathy picks it up and starts the run and sets it away to Gamek. Gamek pulled down 8 metres short of the halfway line by Steve Redding. In there to dummy half, Robert Strathy sends it away to O'Doherty. O'Doherty gets out of the first tackle, pushes away from the second. Now he's put down just into Gatton territory. In with the tackle, Redding and Robinson. Gillum sends it away. Across field it goes to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan put on the ground 5 metres into Gatton territory. Lewis, the dummy half. Lewis sends it away now. On it goes to Andrews. Andrews to Mulcahy. Mulcahy turns it inside for Gillum. Gillum put down 10 metres into Gatton territory by Robinson. Lewis on to Andrews. Andrews going to kick. Up it goes. Woolacott running across field for it. Terry Cook back there also. It's bouncing. Cook will take it. Takes it on his own line. Starts to run. Held on to just a couple metres out from his own line. Brian Woolacott, the dummy half. He's met there by an offside player, I'd say, in Durston, but the referee says play on. Cook again, the dummy half, and Cook runs on his own, working it out. He's worked it out about 15 metres from his line. Michael Cook at dummy half, on to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer met there, put the ground, 18 metres out from the line. Michael Cook at dummy half. On it goes to Ian Woolacott. Woolacott puts in a little chip. Following out after it too. It's going to be whose ball? It's Woolacott's ball. Woolacott has it 10 metres short of the halfway line. Final tackle's on its way. Michael Cook sends it to Brian Woolacott, and he's going to kick this time. Down it goes towards Durston. Durston has it now on his own quarter and starts to run. Terry Cook has hold of him, puts him down 32 metres out from his own line. Across it goes now for Al Murdoch. Murdoch met there by Peter Dwyer and called upon to play the ball. Gets up, plays it now, sends it across to Andrews, and then it goes on to O'Doherty. O'Doherty met by Lindsay Head. Head puts him down 9 metres short of the halfway line. In there to dummy half, Lewis on to Andrews. Andrews throwing the long pass this time to Gamek. Gamek with a bit of room to move, sends it on to Durston. Durston pulled down 5 metres into Gatton territory. Crossfield it goes for Mulcahy this time. Mulcahy out of the first tackle, met by Martin and also Robinson. They combine to hold on to him. Final tackle's on its way. Robert Strathy at dummy half. Strathy sends it on for O'Sullivan. A little chip. Across goes Redding and Lindsay Head. Loose on the ground. Brothers ball. Here's a chance. Rodney Biggs. Biggs looking to it large. Gave it away this time to Russell, and Russell's in. Russell in the score try for Brothers.
Yeah, mate, a good kick by Brothers. We're unlucky the bloody bounce went out. A favourable bounce there, and that's the luck of the game. The Brothers have scored the try, we can't deny that.
8 points to 4 with a kick to come. Now we've got Gillum to come back onto his mark to try and convert this try that was scored by Russell for Brothers. It's 8 points to 4 with this kick to come. It's a pretty difficult one. It's a few metres in from touch on the grandstand side and just inside the quarterway. In he comes, hits it, and it's not bad. It's hit the uprights and bounced away. No goal. 8-4 the score remains. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Here's the restart now from Brian Woolacott coming up. We've got 10 minutes gone in the second half, and Gatton with a 4-point advantage. Here's the restart. Brian Woolacott restarting play. Downfield it goes towards who? Patrick O'Doherty, is it? O'Doherty has it now and runs out of his own quarterway, or trying to at least. He gets just to the quarter line before he's put down, and the referee is going to call out who? Michael Cook with a head-high tackle, he said, and a penalty will come up.
I thought O'Doherty's running about 2 foot above the ground, mate. I failed to see how that could be a head-high tackle. No way in the world, the referee's dead set wrong.
Penalty comes up. 2 Brothers, and it'll be Andrews kicking for touch. Here it is, this kick for touch. It'll find it. Finds touch about 32 metres out from the brothers' line. That's where the tap restart will take place from Andrews onto Lewis. Back this time it goes to Mulcahy, and Mulcahy put on the ground. In underneath with a tackle, Michael Cook. Now running with it is Lewis from dummy half. Lewis pulled down a few metres short of the halfway line by Hawke, and also in there with a tackle was Peter Dwyer this time. In there to dummy half, Mulcahy across field to Andrews. He's knocked it on. The referee says he knocked it back. Walker has it. Walker pulled down. 10 metres short of the halfway line. Across field for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan going to run. Couldn't get it away. Put down 7 metres short of the halfway line by Martin and Buzzer. In a dummy half is Lewis once more. Sends it on to Brian Andrews. Andrews going to kick. Kicking towards Terry Cook. Cook waits for it. Takes it now, Terry Cook. Gets out of the first tackle, but now Durston has hold of him, and Durston puts him into the ground. Puts him down 12 metres his own side of the halfway line. Brian Woolacott onto Jeff Martin. Martin working it to within 10 metres of the halfway line before he'll play it. Michael Cook at dummy half. On it goes now to Lindsay Head, and then it goes on to Gordon Buzzer. Buzzer held on to 9 metres short of the halfway line. Cook the dummy half. On it goes to Ian Woolacott, and then a bad pass. It's come off Ashley Hawke, but Steve Redding takes nicely, and he's in a gap. Redding setting sail, looking for the port, still going. Pull down 32 metres out from the brothers' line. Cook the dummy half. Cook runs on his own, turns it back inside now for Brian Woolacott. Woolacott held on to. Final tackle's on its way. Lindsay Head at dummy half to Ian Woolacott, and he's going to put it up in the air, but it's come off a brothers player, and it's taken by brothers, but a penalty. Offside. Correct ruling this time. It's come off the legs of a brothers player. Biggs picked it up, but a penalty comes up.
Yeah, good decision, Mr. Vitros. It was a top decision that time. The player was definitely offside. Looks like we're going to take the 2 points.
Now Brian Woolacott about to come back onto his mark for this kick. In he comes, Woolacott hits it, and it is no goal. Strathy takes it and starts the run. Gets away from the first tackle, but Ian Woolacott has hold of him. Puts him down 9 metres out from his own line. In there to dummy half will be Gillum this time. Gillum sends it away to O'Doherty. Patrick O'Doherty met there, put down, loses the ball. It'll be a Gatton ball. Kenny Robinson with it. Robinson heading for the line. Held on to 5 metres out. Michael Cook, the dummy half. Cook runs on his own, Michael Cook. He's pulled down only about 5 metres out. Robinson, the dummy half this time. On it goes to Lindsay Head. Head throws a long pass for Steve Redding. Redding pulled down. Pulled down about 12 metres out from the line. Brian Woolacott sends it away this time for Dull Davis. Stepping one. Held on to. Put down 10 metres out. Terry Cook going to have a run on his own. Cook held on to. Only a couple metres out. Final tackle's on its way. Michael Cook at dummy half. Played it forward, loose on the ground, and a penalty. Is it, or a knock-on to be played? Knock-on to be played, so a scramble pack down 10 metres out from the line. Scrum to pack, 10 metres out from the brothers' line, and Andrews to feed for brothers. We've got 15 minutes gone in the second half, and the score 8 points to 4 in favour of Gatton. In it goes. This is a brothers' ball. Andrews knocks it back, picks it up now, and he's tackled. Now it's Durston. Durston trying to work out towards the quarter line. He's met there by Gordon Buzzer. Across field it goes to Murdoch. Murdoch held on to, forced to play it. Still inside the quarterway. 3 tackles gone. Lewis sends it across field now. Across it goes now to Gamick. A long pass, a bad pass. That couldn't be taken there, and they've knocked it on. The wing 3/4 Russell couldn't take it, and it's knocked on, but a bad pass from Gamick.
Yeah, pass under pressure. That was a pass to no good at all. Shocking pass.
Now we wait for this scrum to pack down. In it goes. Lindsay Head, he'll take it out, and gee, if he's not offside. Mulcahy out of the front row to put him on the ground. Across it goes now. It's with Vellicott. He's straightening it up. Pulled down 10 metres out from the line. Michael Cook at dummy half. Michael Cook sends it on to Gordon Buzzer. Buzzer steps one, sends it away for Martin now. Martin going to go straight up the middle. He'll be pulled down only about 4 metres out from the line. Now Cook sends it away, this time to Hawke towards the line. Still going, struggling, pulled down 2 metres out. Getting up to play the ball. They won't get off him at the moment. Cook sends it away to Woolacott. Now it's knocked down by Brian Woolacott. Now Woolacott knocks it backwards and Brothers will end up with it. Through their wing three-quarter in Russell. He's slow to get to his feet, but he has it. Now it's with Murdoch. Murdoch met there, put down about 12 metres out from his own line. Russell, the dummy half, sends it away now to Mulcahy. Mulcahy pulled down, still about 13 metres out from his own line. Lewis, the dummy half. Lewis runs on his own, trying to get to that quarter line, but he's caught just short of it by Michael Cook and Kenny Robinson. Away it goes to Andrews. Andrews gave it away to O'Doherty. O'Doherty held on to, tries to pop it away, does so to Andrews, but Redding has him. Still down in their own quarter-way, final tackles on its way. Away it goes to Walker to Gammett. Gammett going to kick down towards Terry Cook. Cook out on the full. Good work from Terry Cook. And one thing I must mention, I think Peter Beatros has had a big game, mate, a top game.
Yes, the referee's been very consistent with his rulings. Can be no criticism of Beatros in his refereeing here today. He's had a top game. It was well marked too by Terry Cook there. Could have easily made a grab for it and paid the penalty.
Here's the scrum to be fed by Lindsay Head. He's taken out. The referee not happy with it. Yes, we haven't seen much of Mr. Beatros, which means he must have had a good game. Now it's with Lindsay Head, the Brian Woolacott, who decides to go up the middle of the rocket. He's just about through, turns it away now for Ian Woolacott. Woolacott sends it away to Noel Davis. Davis setting sail, gives it to Woolacott, and a super try in there to Woolacott. Oh, but wasn't that a champagne pass from Noel Davis? Great pass from Noel Davis. And Woolacott in the corner, but super pass from Davis.
Oh, timed it to perfection. The old legs got him there at the time. Beautiful timing with the hands. The skill was there. Skeetering on a beautiful football. There's nothing more we can say. It's a top try, and I tell you what, it was one we certainly needed. We played the better football this last 10 or 12 minutes or so, and we're certainly getting the dividends for it. That was a top pass from Noel Davis, and certainly well positioned himself, Skeeter, and a thoroughly deserved try.
Now we've got Brian Woolacott about to come back onto his mark for this kick, and it's a difficult one, just outside the quarter and a metre in from the grandstand touchline. 12-4 the lead for Gatton at the moment. Through a super try from Ian Woolacott, set up brilliantly by Noel Davis. In he comes, hits it, and it is no goal, just away to the right-hand side of the uprights. So with 20 minutes left in the grand final, Gatton with a lead of 12 points to 4. 12-4 the score. Here's the restart coming up now from Brian Andrews. Here it is, downfield it comes towards who? Shorty Woolacott will be the man to take it. Ian Woolacott has it now and starts to run. Runs up towards the quarterway before he's put down. Michael Cook at dummy half. Now it goes to Gordon Buzzer. He gets out of the quarterway. Cook again at dummy half, sends it away to Hawke this time. Ashley Hawke bumps out of the first tackle. Now he's met by a swarm of Brothers defenders in there. They combine to put him down. Cook again, the dummy half, and runs on his own and finds a bit of a gap. Turns it away beautifully for the Wire. The Wire gives it to Redding. Where Terry Cook rather he's flattened after he's kicked the ball. It should be a penalty. Will it be? No, the referee says play on. Russell with it. Pulled down in his own quarter. Across from Durston it goes to O'Doherty. O'Doherty hit there, put on the ground, still inside their own quarterway, Brothers. Across it comes from Andrews to Gammett. Gammett gave it to Strathy, and then a good pass to Rodney Biggs. Biggs has got support in Gillum. Gillum down the flank, but he's hit him. Beautifully tackled by Jeff Martin. And hasn't he had a blinder?
He's had a blinder, Nobby Martin. He's had a terrific game today. His cover defence has been exceptional. That's 2 times now he's put players in the touch. Copybook tackle, mate. Any of these young kids watching this game today should take a leaf out of this bloke's book because they are copybook tackles. That's how to tackle.
Here's the scrum to pack down now to be fed by Lindsay Head. About 8 metres the Brothers' side of the halfway line. The referee not happy with it. Wants it in again. And Lindsay Head feeds and takes it out. Dummies and goes on his own. Put down 8 metres into Brothers' territory. Brian Woolacott at dummy half. Woolacott sends it away to Jeff Martin. Martin straight up the middle, the only way he knows where to go. And Martin put down 10 metres into Brothers' territory. Now it goes to Gordon Buzzer. Buzzer has a run on his own. Pull down 32 metres out from the line. Michael Cook has a run. Turns it away for Peter Dwyer. Dwyer put down about 28 metres out. Michael Cook sends it away to Lindsay Head, who's knocked it on, left it behind, picks it up and knock on to, and a scrum to pack down.
Will be later on.
Scrum to pack. In by Andrews, and it'll be a brothers ball. The referee not happy with it, wants it in again. Andrews to feed. This is another brothers ball. Andrews sends it away to Strathy. Strathy running around the open side of the scrum and met there and poured into the ground by Ian Woolacott. Kenny Gammack, the dummy half. Gammack sends it on this time to O'Doherty. O'Doherty running up. Met there by Robinson, and underneath with the tackle that time would have been Gordon Buzzer. Midway core and halfway their own side of the field, brothers. It goes to Al Murdoch. Murdoch pulled down by Martin underneath. Murdoch plays it forward and starts to go again. Looking to unload, can't do so. Robinson has hold of him and Martin rides him to the ground over the top, just about on the halfway line. Across it goes to Brian Andrews, to Walker. Walker starts to run and Hawke pulls him down beautifully, right on the halfway line. And he could be hurt, Walker. He's very slow to get to his feet. He is hurt, Walker. Across it goes now from Andrews, and it's a mile out on the full, and the injured player is Walker, and Hawke's hit him hard.
Yeah, mate, top tackle. A few more of these big tackles, like mate, and these fellas, they'll be starting to look. They're starting to look now at the player coming toward them. Brothers are making the mistakes, and hopefully we can capitalise on them.
And the injured player on the ground to receive attention, Walker, the second rower for Brothers. And we've got about 17 minutes left in the match. Gatton with a lead of 12 points to 4. Now Walker is going to be carried from the field, and a replacement, it'll be Michael Scaroni going to come on for Brothers as Brian Walker is carried from the field. So we're right on the halfway line. We've got a Gatton feed to Lindsay Head, and we've got 17 minutes left in the match, and this will be a Gatton ball. Lindsay Head has it, and he's put down a few metres into Brothers territory. Brian Woolacott. Woolacott runs on his own, starts to go. Pull down midway, quarter and halfway, the Brothers side of the field. Plays it to Michael Cook, to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer straight up the middle of them. Getting just about to the quarter line before he's held on to by Murdoch and O'Doherty. Michael Cook, a dummy half. He'll have a run on his own. Looking now to link up. Does so to Terry Cook. And Terry Cook held on to, put down 18 metres out. Michael Cook sends it away to Lindsay Head and then to Ian Woolacott. He's gone through a gap. Can he score? Woolacott setting sail. And he's in to score. And that should start up for Gatton, I think.
Yeah, it should definitely serve a game up for Gatton. He saw the gap, he went through the gap, read the play like a great footballer that he is today, and scored a very, very well-deserved try. He's had a fantastic game of rugby league here today. And Gatton is making history, there's no doubt about it. 3 in a row.
And Shorty Woolacott is in to score what I think will probably win the grand final for Gatton in 85. We've got 15 minutes left in the match. Now we've got Brian Woolacott about to come back onto his mark. 16-4. With this kick to come. And he comes now. Hits it. And it is over. 18 points to 4. Gatton go to a big lead. 15 minutes left in the match. $18-4 the score. 15 minutes left. And Brothers to come back with the restart. Here's the restart now from Andrews. That's going down towards Steve Redding, who takes it nicely and starts to run Redding. Running up to the corner, he's out of the first tackle, met there now by Durston and put the ground. Over the top that time, Murdoch. In there to dummy half will be Michael Cook. Cook sends it away to Kenny Robinson. Robinson straight up the middle of the ruck, pull down. Now it's with Michael Cook again. He looks to unload. Does so to Buzzer, who's gone up the middle. Buzzer met there by Durston and also Murdoch again. Now it's with Cook and he sends it on to Lindsay Head and then to Ashley Hawke out wide. Hawke looking to unload, couldn't do so. Pulled down about 3 or 4 metres short of the halfway line. Cook is a dummy half this time. Cook sends it away to Brian Woolacott. Going to kick for touch. Woolacott out to Durston. Durston kicks it down with his foot. Now it's on to Robert Strathy. Strathy met by Terry Cook and put down. 32 metres out from his own line. He gets up and plays it to Durston. Durston starts to run, finds a bit of a gap, but Nobby Martin over there to put him down. In over the top that time was Brian Woolacott. Across field it comes now and it's knocked on by Scaroni. The referee says no, it's gone backwards. Murdoch has it. He's met by Hawke. He pops back one for Brian Andrews, and Andrews put down by Ian Woolacott in a super tackle and hurt him. Across field it comes now for O'Sullivan. O'Doherty pushes out of the first tackle, but Martin's riding him. He pops it away for Biggs. Biggs gave it on now to Gillum. Gillum to Russell. Russell cuts back inside, up to the halfway line. Held on to. Put on the ground. And a penalty. Holding on to him. So a penalty comes up to Brothers, and they'll kick for touch on this, the grandstand side of the field. 13 minutes left in the match. And this kick will find touch just about dead set on the quarterway. That's where Brothers have the restart. And it's Brian Andrews to take the tap. Taps it now. Gives it on to Russell. Russell starts to run and Hawke drives him into the ground. Lewis the dummy half. Lewis looking to unload. Gives it away to O'Doherty. O'Doherty met again by Hawke. Also to Wire, and in there with a tackle was Robinson. They put him down 15 metres out. Across field it goes now to Andrews. Andrews inside for Mulcahy. Mulcahy looking to unload. Can't do so. Held on to 5 metres out. Murdoch onto Andrews. Andrews gave it away for Gamek. Gamek pulled down and lost the ball. Gatton ball through Terry Cook. Michael Cook is a dummy half. On it goes now to Lindsay Head. Head steps one, gets out of the second. Now he's chased up, put on the ground. Away it goes now to Gordon Buzzer. Buzzer working towards the quarterway before he's held on to. In there with a tackle was Scaroni this time. Michael Cook a dummy half. Now he turns it for Robinson. Robinson just out of the quarterway where he's held on to. 12 minutes left in the match. Cook the dummy half. Sends it away to Lindsay Head. Lindsay Head sends it to Ashley Hawke out wide. Hawke turns it back for Head. Dummies one. Starts to go. Gives it now to Vellacott. Vellacott put down 10 metres short of the halfway line. Lindsay Head out hurt for Gatton. Michael Cook sends it away to Brian Woolacott to kick. Woolacott has come off a Brothers player. Robert Strathy running around to try and pick it up. Woolacott chasing out after it. Strathy still out after it. Eventually has it, and Woolacott, Brian Woolacott has him. Puts him down. Across it goes now to Durston. Durston held on to. Now across from Gillum it goes to Murdoch. Murdoch put down midway corner on the halfway, but he got it away again to Gillum. And Gillum, he's wrapped up 12 metres short of the halfway line. Across it comes for Andrews and then to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan sends it away to Gamek up the middle. Kenny Gamek pulled down just about on the halfway line. Martin tripped him up and Buzzer came over the top. Across field it goes for Andrews. A long pass this time to Robert Strathy. Strathy put down. 10 minutes left in the match. An 18-4 lead for Gatton. Away to Durston, who puts up a bomb. Right up in the air. Woolacott out after it. Dan knocks it on. It'll be a Brothers ball. Play on, says the referee. 6 to go. Durston, no one to give it to, though. He's held on to by Michael Cook. And an injured player down. It's Brian Woolacott for Gatton. Now the penalty coming up. Penalty to Brothers. Durston going to take a quick tap. Is he? No. Now he does. Taps it now and starts to run. Steve Durston into the quarterway before he's held on to. A chance for Brothers here. Durston plays it away this time for Lewis. Lewis. He's pulled down 10 metres out from the Gatton line by Martin and also Lindsay Head. Durston again at dummy half. Sends it away now. Sends it on to Andrews. Back the other way for Lewis and then to Mulcahy up the middle towards the line and over beside the posts. And Mulcahy in the score beside the posts to make it 18 points to 8 with a kick to come.
Yes, mate. Brothers had all the ball in that last 5 minutes or so. They hammered our line, and unfortunately I think our blokes might be getting a little bit tired at this stage of the game. We can only hope that 10 minutes rolls on as quick as it can. They hammered their line. They took the attack straight up the middle, and I feel that our blokes might be just starting to walk a little bit.
Now Gillum in with this kick. In he comes, hits it, and it's over. 18 points to 10. And we've got about 8.5 minutes left in the match. Gatton with a lead of 18 to 10. Here's the restart to be taken this time by Gordon Buzzer. 8 minutes left. Gatton still with an 8-point lead. Here's Buzzer kicking off this time down towards Robert Strathy. Strathy lets it bounce, has it now, starts to run, turns it away now for Scaroni. Scaroni straight up the middle, put down just inside the quarterway. Lewis sends it on now to O'Doherty. O'Doherty running to the quarter line, pushes out of one, but now he's met. Looking to unload still, right on the quarter line, though he'll have to play the ball. Lewis, the dummy half, runs the blind side. Mitchell Lewis looking to unload, he gives it away to Russell. Russell down the blind side wing, Martin misses him, still going. Caught this time by Brian Woolacott and put down. 5 metres into Gatton territory, across field it comes to Durston, to Gamek. Gamek with a long pass this time for Strathy. He's through. Strathy, Hawk has him, puts him down beautifully. Midway quarter and halfway, the Gatton side of the field. Durston sends it away now for Andrews. Andrews throws a good pass. This time it's loose on the ground. It could be a Gatton ball, but the referee is going to pack down a scrum for a knock-on. It should be a Gatton feed, though.
Yeah, it should definitely be a Gatton feed, mate. The knock-on was by the Brothers player. Scramble of players underneath that, but it should be a Gatton feed.
And now Ashley Hawke down on the ground, and the referee stops time. Now Hawke back onto his feet, and this is a Gatton ball to Lindsay Head to Ian Woolacott. Ian Woolacott pulled down about 25 metres out from his own line. In there to dummy half, this time is Lindsay Head. On it goes to Martin. Martin put down 32 metres out from his own line. Michael Cook, the dummy half. Cook sends it on to Buzzer. Straight ahead Buzzer, but met there in a good tackle. But he turns it away to Cook, and Cook held on to by O'Doherty. In a dummy half, Buzzer sends it on to Lindsay Head. Head gave it to Hawke. Hawke straight up the middle again, but put down a good tackle this time. In underneath with it would have been Mitchell Lewis. Michael Cook sends it on to Woolacott's, knocked it on. So we've got a scrum packing down. 6 minutes left in the match. Scrum to pack to be fed by Andrews for Brothers. In by Andrews, and it's a Gatton ball. The referee not happy with it, wants it in again. Here it is now to go in again, and this is Andrews' ball out. On it goes to Gamek. Back to Andrews, starts to run. Andrews, it's been touched by Gatton. Whose is it? It's Redding's ball. But the referee will pack down a scrum for a knock-on.
No, I don't believe that was a knock-on, mate. I believe that was a fair ball by Steve Redding there.
Yeah, he's had a big one. Here's this scrum to pack down. In by Andrews, another ball for Andrews. Brothers with all the ball here. Gamek sends it away to Strathy. Strathy held on to 9 metres into Gatton territory. In there to dummy half, Rodney Biggs. Biggs going to have a run on his own, but he's met there by Steve Redding, is it, who puts him down? No, it wasn't Redding, it was Brian Woolacott. Across fielder Murdoch. Murdoch pulled down by Gordon Buzzer this time. Across field it comes now for Brian Andrews. Andrews looking for someone to give it to. Goes on his own, however, and called upon to play it about 30 metres out from the Gatton line. Into the last 5 minutes of the match, away it goes to Scaroni. Scaroni pulled down on a beautiful tackle this time from Michael Cook. Across field it comes now for O'Sullivan. Now it goes away to O'Doherty. O'Doherty kicks ahead, going towards Brian Woolacott. It's come off his legs. He has it now, though, and the referee says play on. He's only about 10 metres out from his own line, and he's injured. Getting up slowly to his feet. Terry Cook has a run on his own. Cook held on to, slung to ground. Still inside their own quarterway. Michael Cook is the dummy half. Sends it away now for Steve Redding to have a run. Redding 18 metres out from his own line. 18 points to 10 the score in favour of Gatton. Away it goes to Peter Dwyer. Dwyer held on to and eventually forced to play the ball just inside the quarterway. Michael Cook will be the dummy half. He runs on his own. And a beautiful pass that Lindsay Head couldn't take, and O'Doherty has it. O'Doherty held on to, put the ground, 32 metres out from the Gatton line. Less than 4 minutes left in the match. Andrews sends it away to Murdoch. Murdoch held on to. Away it goes this time from Lewis to Andrews. The blind side to Durston. Durston with a little kick and he's following out after it. Still going Durston. Martin back there. The referee says play on. 6 to go. They're only a metre or so out from the line. Durston at dummy half. Has a go on his own, Durston, and he scored! Durston in the score! With a kick to come. 18 points to 14.
Yes, mate, our fellas, no doubt in the world, they're not getting tired. The defence just was not there then. They're not quite committed this last 10 or 15 minutes, mate. They're getting tired. There's no risk about it. They must keep that straight line of defence, isn't it? No question of that.
So it's 18 points to 14 with a kick to come. And we've got about 3 minutes left in the match. And an important kick, this one for Gillum. Here's this kick now coming up for Gillum. Hits it and it is no goal. Away to the left-hand side of the uprights. So the score remains at 18-14. And we've got about 3 minutes left in the match. So Brothers, one try in it now. Brothers have fought their way back. Gatton taking plenty of time with it. Here's the restart coming up now from Brian Woolacott. He's about to place the ball. Not much time left, about 2 minutes in fact. Here's the restart now from Woolacott. Down it goes towards Durston. Takes it on the knees, now has it and starts to go. Puts a kick in immediately. Durston out after it. Brian Woolacott back there and Woolacott has it. Woolacott put down. Put down just on the Gatton side of the halfway line. All they've got to do is rock it out. In fact, Woolacott's injured. A cramp.
It's like a bad choice of kicks there by Durston. He's had a good game up to this date, the Brothers footballer Durston, but I feel he should have held on to there and rucked the ball out. They had possession of the ball. A try would equal the score, but very, very good work by Brian Woolacott to take that ball, and here he is now calming this player down by having a bit of a spell. So, with only about a minute and a half left in the grand final, it's Gatton with a lead of 18-14. 6 rucks is all they need, and Peter Dwyer will take the first one. Dwyer just about to the halfway line. Michael Cook is in there at dummy half for the second one. Cook has it now and runs on his own. Michael Cook gets into Brothers territory by about 8 metres. Ashley Hawke in there to take the third one up. Hawke will have his run now. There's the third one. We're counting down to the hooter. Who's going to have the next one? Who's in there? Michael Cook is. Hawke very, very slow to get to his feet. Cook has this one and runs to within 30 metres of the Brothers line. This is the final tackle. We're just about on full time. Now across field it goes for Brian Woolacott. Woolacott going to put in a kick that's going back towards Russell's wing, but it's going to run touch in goal. So we're just about on full time and Brothers will have a tap. Brothers with a tap right on their own quarter line. The hooter about the sound. There's the hooter and that is full time. The turnover. Gatton have won their third successive grand final by 18 points to 14. I think this is complete salt in the noses, mate, of the Ipswich Rugby League coaches. It's obvious they couldn't pick their nose because here we've done it 3 in a row. No one's picked us, mate. We were the underdogs. We are now the champions, undefeated champions in this Ipswich Rugby League competition.
Yes, by 18 points to 14, Gatton victors in the 1985 grand final and 3 grand finals in a row now for the champion Gatton Hawks. Tremendous effort. Against the odds, the favourites for the match were Brothers, but Gatton champions here this afternoon and worthy champions too. Full-time score, 18 points to 14 in favour of Gatton.
He's gone. Look at it. 18-14 in favour of the Gatton, yeah. Wasn't he watching the game? Here he's walking back now, look. He's got the You want to hit that full side. Have a few words. What are they doing over there?
Right?
Leave the tape there. You can still tape that. It's still there. I'm hoping for you.
Who's that standing up? Can't see nothing for that lady there.
Just leave it go.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this all.
Oh, just keep it on.
Yeah, but see, everybody's standing up. Huh?
Too much wine in it. Are they?
Another good one. Oh, yeah. On the weekend.
It's got a big motor.
A bit of vinyl stuff. That's why I feel like marketing these goes back to the beauty mark my word. And the shift is a unique record. Not Terry Cook. He was a good football work, maybe a great football work. I think Terry Cook one day made the right 4 times the try. Terry can make mine. I think he'd be the best footballer in the team. But he's going to use it for the first time. I just can't do the right thing by doing that.
He only missed the one, eh?
Yeah.
Had a ball.
He saved a couple of money, you know, very.
Well, I'm not afraid of that wing on the back, because every time they drop back, they
Yeah,
run it.
run it, that's right.
Switch your bloody foot back.
That's right. That's right. We can't have a problem.
I didn't do it, nobody did it. Never been in favour of that, but they will. Not only here, everywhere.
Winning the one.
Did they win?
32, bloody
16.
or something.
I was hoping they'd get him with Strudwick.
Yeah, I hate that scrubber. He was couldn't throw it wrong.
Oh, he is, but I hate with him either.
I'd like to see South get up. Get up in there so often. Yeah. I'd be interested to see who they pick for the man. Maybe they'll find a pick. I'll be harping on to give them Obby for us. Peter Dwyer had a terrific first half. He fell away a bit in the second half.
Same with Ashley.
Yeah. But Nobby.
They do what's expected. They don't do 80 minutes. They do the damage.
Well, that try that they ran off actually was bloody fantastic.
They walked up probably here, pretty sound game.
Classic try he scored. But
They fought back well, brothers. I think they didn't fall in.
they came back very well, didn't they? Very, very well.
Derek looked a bit upset.
Yes.
I had him on all the way in this ball. Just each other.
They've had this test today, they've all been tested.
Huh?
They've had all this bloody system bloody
Yeah.
tested. Apparently, there's a connection down here, and when the leakage gets in, it's just not as bloody works.
This what they're set up today, Brian, with the bloody set up there, all the process. More professional than that thing.
That's the good.
I think they lost a little bit by not having all the cars in.
I'm pleased something's a piece of correction.
Yeah, at least with all the cars in, the people that come in cars don't cause a trouble anyway. And it makes the ground look good.
That's right.
This one should do Cookies Player of the Year pretty good, eh?
Yeah, well, it won't do him any harm.
No, should be good.
On the bus. Yes.
Young Woolacott, though, is it Woolacott? Yeah. 5'8".
Yeah, that's right. I thought he had a sound going.
That lady's. What's that, a record or something for you? I heard never been done. Oh, Gatton never done it. Yeah, be good to hear. There's a bit down on take it off.
Oh, you're still doing it, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Stand by for a start. Racing now. Out wide, Wondi's Mate began fast. Brad Marlin showing some speed in the early stages. Now he's taking hold of Brad Marlin, drifting him back. Glamour Admiral began brilliantly near the inside. Parker Star showing plenty of dash. Miss Yarraman is showing speed as well. And there's Wondi's Mate. He's chasing for the lead. He's 4 wide on the first corner, but he's going out after the leaders. Just behind them on the rails was Gold Display. Lindy's Nymph is getting back in the field. Oh, there's trouble up front. Parker Star galloped. He galloped a couple, had to veer very wide to get around him. Dreamy Gatton and Gold Display had to go wide, and Brad Marlin wide as well. Wondi's Mate was chasing for the lead. Now he sees a little spot just behind the pace and he pops him in. First quarter 28.3 in the leader, Glamour Admiral. Glamour Admiral leads by a length and a half. Gold Display up running second. She's never been there in her life before. Now popping off the rails as Whalen makes a dash. Over on the inside, Proud Bird, then Miss Yarraman. Followed by Dreamy Gatton on the inside of Wondi's Mate. Well back in the field, Lindy's Nymph. Brad Marlin last of the main bunch, and after striking trouble, Parker Star is 10 lengths off last. They're running through the half now. Glenmore Admiral a half length in front. Whalen second. A length away third on the inside, Proud Bird. Followed by Gold Display, who's up in a 1-1 trail. Second quarter of the mile, 31.6. Followed by Miss Yarraman. She's fifth on the outside. Dreamy Gatton sixth on the rails. Then Wondi's Mate. And he's popping him the big question now. He's bringing him to the outside. He's starting a run. Lindy's Nymph is jumping onto his back. And 2 lengths off last is Brad Marlin. As they leave the back, race onto the top bend. Whalen loomed up on the outside. Poked his nose in front of Glenmore Admiral. In third place, Gold Display. One Die's Mate is out 3 wide, chasing those leaders. Over on the inside, Proud Bird, then Miss Yarraman, followed by Lindy's Nymph and Brad Marlin. Coming to the home turn, 250 metres left to go. Glamour Admiral's kicked again on the inside. He's just in front of Whalen. Gold Display and One Die's Mate on the outside, followed further back by Lindy's Nymph. It's Glamour Admiral in front. One Die's Mate is chasing Glamour Admiral. One Die's Mate coming out up to Glamour Admiral. One Die's Mate has just got his nose in front. Lindy's Nymph is flying on the outside. Brad Marlin coming from nowhere. They hit it. Lindy's Nymph. Alexander's done it again. Lindy's Nymph first. One Die's Mate second. Brad Marlin third. Then Glamour Admiral. Followed in by Miss Yarraman.
The sixth event was won by the favourite McGregor's Luck. Driven by Dennis Godfrey, McGregor's Luck went to the lead at the start and cruised along out in front and was a little too good at the end, beating Tygon and Black Banjo.
6.4, and the leader McGregor's Luck a length and a half clear. Second on the outside, Paradise Hanover. Freddie Aldo's Snookered a half length away, third on the rails. Fourth, Tygon in a 1-1 trail, ruled away. Fifth over on the inside, a length into Miss Panama, followed by Black Banjo, Credwin Lad well back in the field, and then Waverley Ad and Fast Eddie. First quarter of the flying mile, 33.3. They run to the post, just over a lap to go. McGregor's Luck looks to be full of running at the moment. He's a length and a half clear. Paradise Hanover having a tough run without cover. Freddie Aldo a length away third on the rails, and Tygon still in that lovely trailing position, one out and one back. Root away next on the inside, then Miss Panama. Credwin Lad racing on the outside of Black Banjo, then Waverley Ad and Fast Eddie easing out 3 deep, starting to go forward. They're going through the half now. Second quarter of the flying mile, 32.6 as they run to the tea trees. McGregor's Luck by a length and a half. In second place, Paradise Hanover. Freddie Aldo third on the inside. Tygon now starting to pick up ground. He's coming out 3 deep. He's going forward, followed by Rude away, Miss Panama off the track, then Credwin Lad, Black Banjo, Fast Eddie, and last Waverley Ad. McGregor's Luck still travelling pretty easily, and he's sneaking away to lead by 2 lengths. The driver going for the crouch now, and the leader, McGregor's Luck, by a length and a half. In second place, Tygon, working out after the leader. Third, Freddie Aldo on the rails. Fourth, the outside, Miss Panama. Then Paradise Hanover, who's dropping out of it, and Black Banjo next on the rails as they come towards the home turn. 200 metres left to go. McGregor's Luck straightens up by a length and a half on Tygon. Freddie Aldo nowhere to go, followed by Black Banjo and Miss Panama down the outside. McGregor's Luck nicely clear. He's starting to wind him up now. He kicked away from Tygon, and the favourite's home. McGregor's Luck sprinting clear close to the line, wins it by 2 lengths. Tygon second, tight third, Black Banjo.
The seventh event was run in very heavy rain, and the winner was Satin Shoe. She didn't mind the rain at all. She began brilliantly from her wide outie. She speared over onto the rails, and she was far too good for Bondi Tramcar and Keldy Supreme in the run home.
Majority rules, Pete's Glory last of all. First quarter, 29.3. They swing around the home turn. Satin Shoes by a length and a half. Keldy Supreme second. In third place, Bondi Tramcar, followed by Our Spring Song. Hoopla Hanover's out pretty deep at the moment. He's 3 wide. Then Tyrolean Storm. 2 lengths to Glenalva Bay, followed by Majority Rules. Then Pete's Glory, and Regal Dawn is now last. After getting the bell, going to the turn out of the straight. And the leader, Satin Shoes. She's a length and a half in front. In second place is Keldy Supreme. Our Spring Song, a half length away third, the first without cover. Hoopla Hanover still deep on the track, moving up into 4th place, but 3 wide. Over on the inside, Bondi Tramcar, then Tyrolean Storm. Well back in the field, Glenalva Bay, Pete's Glory, Majority Rules, and Regal Donna's last. Second quarter, 31.7. 600 metres left to go. And it's Satin Shoes going along okay out in front. Kelly Supreme second, Our Spring Song third. Hoopla Hanover's under a lot of pressure on the outside. Bondi Tramcar nowhere to go in the middle. Tyrolean Storm. Then Glenalva Bay, Majority Rules, and Pete's Glory at the quarter. Satin Shoes still a length and a half in front. Our Spring Song hanging on in second place. Keldy Supreme third. Tyrolean Storm now coming out 3 wide. Hoopla Hanover dropping off. Glenalva Bay to the outside, and then Bondi Tramcar and Majority Rules straightening up. He's gone for home now on Satin Shoes. She's ploughing away through the slush. She's clear. She's 2 lengths in front of Keldy Supreme. Then Bondi Tramcar getting clear. Satin Shoes in front. He pulls the whip on her. Bondi Tramcar making up ground at the end, but Satin Shoes, it's go to woe for her, and Satin Shoes wins it by 2 lengths. Bondi Tramcar second, Keldy Supreme third, followed in by
The final event on the programme, and the winner was Emerald Prince, driven by Graham Bowyer, beating Lucky Heldon, and third was Shy to Ask.
Better Link makes play. Oh, he's travelling uncomfortably. He hopped, skipped and jumped for a couple of strides coming around that corner. And through the slushy comes Better Link to lead by 2 lengths. Iceland second. Narralawana still third on the inside of Vala's Hope facing the breeze. Lucky held in midfield. Then Shy to Ask, followed by Wilson Adios and Emerald Prince. And 2 lengths away was El Kabong. First quarter of the Flying Mile, 31.6. They've left the ballast stern. And Better Link's in front with 900 metres left to run. Iceland still second, closing up behind the leader. Vala's Hope a length away third and edging up closer. Then Narralawana needing room off the rail. Shy to Ask keeping a pocket shut on him in front of Lucky Heldon and Emerald Prince. Wilson Adios second last and El Kabong ahead away at the rear. They've gone past the tea trees for the last time at the 700. Second quarter 32.6 and Better Link leads by almost 2 lengths to Vala's Hope. Iceland third on the rail in a firm pocket now. Shy to Ask fourth around Narralawana. Then Emerald Prince from Lucky Heldon, El Kabong and Wilson Adios had dropped out to the top.